Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. This is a great resource, period. Before I get into the topic at hand, option accounts. The information provided by the Securities Exchange Commission does an absolutely superb job. Here it is for the end of 2024. The Securities Exchange Commission will go through some radical changes here. I hope that it retains the support that it has over the last 4 to 5 years in terms of information. I know Gensler is not a friend of this current administration, and Gensler's out next month. Good or bad, he's a former Goldman Sachs genius. A lot of people don't like him. I think he's done a pretty good job in terms of the regulatory part of view. With that being said, here's a brief introduction to opening an options account. All right, options. 99% of options traders don't have a clue what's going on. They go on to Robinhood or whoever it is, they sign an options agreement, and then they just trade options, and they go, oh, I lost my money. All right, 80% of options trades lose money. Just FYI. Okay, so some of you might be experienced and made a lot of money in this 6-year bull run. Really, it doesn't take a genius in a 6-year bull run to make a lot of money. But things have changed. When I started as a stockbroker, and it was long ago, I started the day before, Friday, October 14th? I don't know the specific day. Friday before Black Monday. I started. That means I was licensed. I was able to start selling securities. So the Friday, I just got back from New York. So I roll into the office on Friday, just trying to figure out what was what. And then come Monday morning, biggest drop in U.S. history in a zillion friggin' years. What's the point here? But here's just a brief introduction. In addition to this overview, opening an options account, we have introductions to investing. You're going to see a lot of my videos that I talk about this. Introduction to investing. And I mean, I'm going to kill it. They're calculators. I'm going to go over these calculators because they provide fantastic calculators. Some of the best I've ever seen because they're so simple to understand. Protect your investments. I don't know how many videos I have on this. Additional resources. Frugal Finance, man. It is all about making money, not losing money. Understanding why some people make it, why some people don't. Here again, as I mentioned, options, unless you know what you're doing, most likely you're going to lose. It's a zero-sum game, and that's why Goldman Sachs makes so much money. That's why State Street makes so much money. That's why Citadel makes so much money, and so many of the BlackRocks, the hedge funds, because they have traders. That's all they do. And they don't do it just 8 hours a day. They do it 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's a requirement. Maybe not 7. I may be a little bit exaggerating there, but they're pros. They're not just these willy-nilly kind of, well, I'm just going to do what everybody else is doing and sign up with Robinhood, and then I'm going to buy the ETF on the S&P 500. Well, yeah, it hasn't been hard to make money there, but the point, I know the point is, when I was making about October Black Monday, is that this market will turn upside down. It will at some point in time. It always does. I've gone through, 7 turns in my 50 plus years? It's going to happen. Is this market currently overextended? I can't say that because my passion is valuation, and because corporate America is making so much money. If you look at the risk and the current market, is it, as some would say, overvalued or undervalued, or is it sensible? I cannot give you that. I have my opinion, but I'm going to leave it at that. It's up to you to determine whether it is or is not. But again, we're talking about opening options. And if you think the market's overvalued and you're still buying call options, well, I don't know. On the other hand, if you think it's overvalued and you're buying puts, is that good? Smart? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in 2 weeks or 2 months or what have you if you made a lot of money. That being said, when you open up a brokerage account, they're going to have this little checkbox says, are you trading options? Well, we blindly go in there and we just go, yeah, I do options because I think I'm smart. You do it because all your buddies are doing it, and again, they're just buying 1 or 2 contracts of the option contracts on the S&P 500, and you think you're experts because you're making money, and you're going, "Wow, I could do this for a living." Well, in reality, is maybe not. But then, if you read this, the conditions are. It states that you have a specific net income that will support this information, that you understand what a naked call is or what a naked put is, that you understand if you go in that you could lose your complete net worth. And you just check this box off. You're going, "Williams, what are you talking about?" Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you should reconsider or retract your options account information, because if you go in blindly and buy naked calls and you don't know what the heck is going on, you can lose everything in seconds. And I mean seconds. That's no exaggeration. So my recommendation is, I'm not going to read this. I'm going to leave it up to you. I'll leave a link below where you can access this. Read it. If you don't understand what options are and what your obligations and requirements are and what the SEC will do in terms of, well, the SEC won't do it. It's your brokerage firm that will do it. They will close your account. They will sell all of your assets. And then what happens after that? Because you didn't read this, you just checked it off, the possibilities are endless. You owe a sizable amount of money because you wrote naked puts in a bull market. And you go, "Oh, well, I made a mistake." Well, the market doesn't care. There's no friends on Wall Street. Again, you're going to hear this again and again. You want a friend, buy a dog. Wall Street doesn't care. There are no emotions in Wall Street. You screwed up because you didn't read this. You didn't have that net worth. You didn't understand what you were doing, and you overstepped your boundaries. You've been warned. The SEC has warned you. Why? Because this is about frugal finance. This is about covering your butt. To take this serious. This is serious business here. I used to trade options. All right. Let me emphasize that. I used to trade options. I don't trade options anymore. Why? Because there's that 80% rule. I'm not that smart. I thought I was smart. Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching. See you soon.